Get here, this isn't your shot. Hi guys, Xandrew here, and so for today's video, well, if you haven't seen this yet, I've seen it already, but I wanted to make, like, a reaction video to it, because there was probably some bits and pieces I totally missed, but still, it's really cool to see your work get, talked about by somebody else. I know that's totally silly, that's pretty silly, but it's still kind of cool. But, again, I just wanted to, make this reaction video, and, to John Painter, thank you so much reviewing my show, my first season of my show. There's some continuity hiccups that you kind of missed, but you know what? That's totally fine. But for the time being, we'll get to those. So, without further ado, let's take a look at, the Xandrew Adventures Season 1, the Boob Tube review. So, here we go. This music might be copyrighted for all I know. I like this location. Where in California is... Where in the world is this? I have no idea what this is.
Hello, please state your name.
Magnetrex, security level
Magnetrex.
alpha.
Password.
6-13-2014.
My name.
My name is Jeff.
Welcome Magnetrex. Please insert drive to begin.
My pleasure.
Linkara? This Wade review
Enable new entry. Title: Possible Reviewer Initiate number 006. Xandrew.
Oh man, this is so serious.
Not everyone seems to realize this, but not everything is all fun and games for us internet critics. Sure, we do get our usual copyright strikes and angry commenters who disagree with what we say, but to some of us, there's a lot more to it. I can't really explain it right now, but there are other forces out there that are threatening everyone's way of existence. In the past, they have been defeated, but over time, I feel like there are others waiting in the shadows for the moment to strike. And it is getting much, much harder to combat them all the time. Which is why I've started the Reviewers Initiative. That way, with the right group of internet critics, we can take down these possible threats before everyone else on Earth suffers. But first, I need to analyze and assess potential candidates for this possible team. Which is where my next applicant comes in, Xandrew.
My best guess is, like, he's gonna review other reviewers, so that way, like, oh, I'm
reviews
sorry.
anime, sentai, how-to builds, and records the occasional expo. Xandrew is quite
I've
the
only done, like,
dedicated critic
2 so
who
far.
puts a lot of faith into these videos since 2013. A little over a year into his channel, he has been attacked twice now by an unknown force, and he refuses to back down from this. I guess we have a lot more coming than I thought. Well, let's take a look at the Xandrew Adventures. It begins with Xandrew at his house as he scans one of the masks that his attacker left behind. After greeting his fellow ninja commander, who makes a return from a convention, Xandrew continues to scan the remains and discovers
I'm surprised he
some
doesn't, like,
shocking
make
results.
the joke about, like,
It's just a Halloween
where the sonic screwdrivers just make everything super loud and hurt your ears and make glass explode. Surprised he didn't point that out.
Cardboard.
Hey, it is actually a piece of cardboard.
It turns out that these homemade props are
may have
nothing
to-
more than
I may have to
props
censor that one.
with no trace of anything else. Color me intrigued. So Xandrew pulls
Color
out
me
his
green.
big old thingy to the commander
It's a
and tells
sword.
him to be ready for anything. Which is why he trains outside, swinging his sword around while delivering exposition in his mind, mostly about how the same creature keeps breaking into his house and attacks him with cardboard. I mean, don't you hate it when demonic entities try to murder you in your own home? So Xandrew swings
the
his
way.
sword a few more times until...
And with that, all I can do right now...
Doggo, no!
he believes something was watching him and decides to go back to his sword playing. The next day, a creature teleports into his house, but hesitates to attack. As Xandrew taunts the intruder about killing his other friend, he seems pretty bold and cocky doing this. problem about something like this, it leaves him wide open for a direct attack.
I'm still proud of that box scene, I tell you.
Where did all these boxes come from?
Oh, don't you talk about my boxes. I like boxes.
Thank you.
Like I said, but Xandrew
Thank you
recovers,
so much.
deflecting the creature's
Seriously,
attack
thank you.
with his sword and shield, until he pulls out
I never
his
bring back the
Doctor
shield. I
Who
don't know why.
screwdriver to boost the power to his Nerf laser gun, which kills the intruder as he moves up a level.
The heck?
Hey, your guess is as good as mine. Later that day, 2 more creatures appear, and as they sneak down the hallway, the commander surprises them and shanks one of the goons in the back, while the other throws on cardboard-plated armor and begins his assault. They both teleport into the kitchen, and Commander tosses a few Ninja Star explosives onto the ground, blowing up the monster. As he tries to inform Xandrew, he interrupts Commander as he focuses for over a minute working on something. The determination on his face looks so serious. I wonder what could it be?
I did it! Yes! Yes! I finally got my
What's that?
After a few more well-defended assaults from the unknown, Xandrew takes a break and watches a foreign Japanese film.
Dragon Ball Z. Join us. It's not anime. It's not manga. It's a life.
What is this?
As we help Goku.
During the movie, he decides to examine the armor and does some research by looking into his book. Xandrew calls Commander into his room and
Okay,
tells
what
him
was
that upon
that?
further studies,
Honestly,
not
I
only
had
has
no
he
idea what that
discovered
was.
hot glue on the creature's claws, but
Yeah, there
Xandrew
is a lot of
believes that
exposition in this
they might
episode.
be called the Shadows Follow, an army of evil which follows the darkest of evil.
Well, they're called
And
the
creatures
Shadows, but
that
the
they
quote of
have
it is
been
just called
facing
The
are called
Shadows Follow,
Shadows.
so...
When looking at this armor, it looks like they might be running out of supplies.
I wonder if Xandrew and Commander have ever considered staking out their nearest Hobby Lobby store.
If we
as they
had a
both
Hobby
come
Lobby
out
nearby.
and plan a counterattack, someone decides to tinker with the armor. Commander preps himself by showing off some sweet sword-playing skills until he
dagger
gets
play, but
spooked
still.
by an unknown entity. However, this entity mysteriously disappears. Commander informs Xandrew about this dark presence, to which he believes that it is a ghost, but is quickly shot down. Which is quite perplexing, because why would you deny the existence of ghosts if you already have dark entities breaking into your house on a daily basis?
Well, dark entities and ghosts is
being
kind
the
of different,
jack of all
but over
trades
time
that
I've
he
kind
is,
of learned that there
Xandrew
might
whips
be...
out his PK meter
there
and
might be
it
something
immediately
to ghosts,
detects
I don't
something
know.
in his room. It turns out that the black smoke from Lost wanted
Okay.
to possess the armor, as it turns him into a much bigger monster. They try using their Nerf laser gun to kill it, but it turns out that After Effects makes it that much angrier.
Well,
They
I
both
don't
get
have After
behind a
Effects, that's the funny
well-placed
thing.
table for cover and devise a new strategy. And by that, I mean continuing to shoot aimlessly at it, making it angrier as it shoots its energy blasts right back at him.
Because that's smart.
Soldier, why didn't you dodge? Yeah. Dodge? Right! Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, that wacky Andrew. Ba-doop boop. So after a quick scan, they use much bigger Nerf guns to strip the Shadow's armor away from his body, and instead of killing this one, Xandrew wants this creature to send his boss a message to leave him alone or else. With that, the shadow creature disappears and Commander and Xandrew gain a few more levels. The next day, Xandrew tests some new hardware out with the Commander to morph into a Power Ranger. However, it doesn't work, and they also get a response from a messenger as they respond back to Xandrew. The messenger tells him that not only have they tortured the minion Xandrew sent back, but the Shadows Follow is not going to have any kind of peace with him. So as the messenger leaves, Xandrew pulls out a Safari Bolt and wants to gain more
It's not a
XP.
Safari
He wants to
Ball.
convert the ball into a hyperbolic time chamber, which in turn will make him level up a lot faster inside the ball.
You wanna
But it
level
doesn't
up
work out,
faster?
as it traps him inside as Commander gets him out of the ball.
Because it turns out you can't turn a Pokeball into a portable hyperball.
It's not a Safari Ball!
But instead, turn this thing into a real Pokeball. Making it useless because there aren't any real Pokemon in this world.
Well, clearly he hasn't looked hard enough to find one of them. I mean, I personally own over 200 Pokemon, and they do pretty well when it comes to defending off YouTubers.
Huh?
And lo and behold, another shadow pops in as Xandrew just so happens to capture one by sheer luck. However,
Maybe in
since
your
Xandrew
location
doesn't
there's
seem
some
to have a
Pokemon, but
Cascade badge
here,
either, his newfound shadow
there's nothing but
creature
dirt.
he calls Pepper tries to attack him as he quickly withdraws him from battle. Xandrew gets a new idea by taking out his toolbox and begins to work on a new device which he uses to carefully extract Pepper from the Safari Ball
Well,
and
DNA
into
from
what
Pepper,
he
but
calls
still.
his anti-barrier. It is a device that would shield Xandrew's house from possible shadow intruders. The only reason that Xandrew hasn't activated one until now is because he didn't have a Shadow's DNA
Yeah,
or the
it's
machine
definitely
to
exposition.
analyze and register it into the system. Well, that certainly beats the hell out of ADT security system by a whole mile. As they both wait, the messenger returns with another message. Obviously.
Check this out.
What?
No!
Quick, someone call the ambulance.
The messenger takes a
What?
pop shot at the anti-barrier, which only damages the timer. If Xandrew tries to fix it, it will reset everything. Another shadow appears, and Xandrew is going to buy
Well, it's the
them
same messenger,
sometime
so.
as he teleports his enemy out of the house and takes him to a remote area of the desert to square off with the messenger. However, it doesn't go too well for Xandrew being shot down, squaring off in a sword fight, which the creature teleports his weapons away and loses to a laser-on-laser shoot-off. The shadow gets a hold of Xandrew's box, but cannot seem to open it without Xandrew's key. So they teleport
Well,
to a church,
the sonic
and
screwdriver,
now
but still.
we get our ultimate showdown. It's good versus evil as...
Yeah, pretty much.
Or Xandrew gets laid out again. The shadow opens
Pretty
the
much.
box and tries to use the morpher, but does not work for him. It turns
You're
out that
tapping,
it
it's gonna-
needed a coin to work, which Xandrew just so happens to have. And that is when Xandrew transforms into his custom Power Rangers outfit and gets his second
Yes,
wind
he
in,
would.
fighting the shadow and ultimately destroying him. Impressive. So with that threat eliminated, Xandrew and Commander return to base with the anti-barrier safe and sound, but not before getting an unexpected visit from the primary antagonist called Vane. Gee, a dark villain with a mask and a funny-sounding voice. Why do all villains have that, I wonder?
I wonder
Vane
why.
congratulates Xandrew on his victory, but it would only be a matter of time before Xandrew meets his demise. Xandrew ignores this as he activates the anti-barrier, which sends all the shadow creatures away, and they both prepare for what lies ahead. And thus ends the very first chapter of Xandrew's adventure. Looking over his work, it is quite clear that he is both determined and serious about getting rid of evil once and for all. But at the same time, he can be a little headstrong. And when it comes to being headstrong, you tend to think too boldly, which doesn't work out too well
So boldly
at times,
flee?
especially when you have a very cunning enemy at your doorsteps. I will give him credit that he does spend a lot of time planning for certain things, defenses, and weapons when it comes to handling these threats, but he does lack a bit of guidance when it comes to handling these enemies. And I will have to say that perhaps he is a possible candidate. With the right motivation and leadership, there is a possibility that he could be a very good follower, and at the same time...
Jeez! Apparently someone did like the idea of me following somebody. I don't know. Being a follower. Let's see.
Oh, God.
I like how we tied this in with a storyline. That's kind of cool.
At last, we finally meet. Who the hell are you? The name's Maxano. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance. An Insano counterpart of me? God, why am I not surprised? The greatest of all Insano. I thought you guys always wore goggles. Thank you for interrupting me. I'm a different kind of Insano. For one thing, goggles are so outdated.
Goggles will never be outdated.
The way to go. And who needs a fancy smashy ray gun when something as simple like a 45 can get the job
Okay, that
done
is
just
actually
as
kind of
fun.
clever.
So I take it you work for him now, huh? Mr. Tall, Dark, and Mysterious, huh? Taking people's stuff? We all have our purposes, and we do what we can in order to survive in this crazy realm. Speaking of which... Well, wait, hey. I'll be taking this
How did he do that?
line per personal data, I take it? Ooh. This could come in really handy, especially when it comes to recruiting new potential candidates and corrupting new internet critics as well to the cause. So what are you gonna do, kill me off now? Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. No. I'm just gonna hurt you. Really? Really bad. What the?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Locke, you're back!
What
that was
up,
one of his
Magnetrex?
characters.
You internet spaz.
Right back at you. I don't have time for this crap.
Oh, that's
I'm outta
cool!
here. No, stop, get back. Shit. Ugh.
He's gone now.
Big choice of words.
Find where he is.
How?
Well, as a precautionary measure, I did manage to put a tracking device on the USB drive
Okay, that's
of
clever.
all my work, just in case something like this were to happen.
Smart move.
That sounds like a good idea. Do you know where he is heading?
He's heading south. South? Wow, you can really travel on that teleporter.
Well, yeah, if it's teleportation, that's how you can travel.
And he's heading towards Los Angeles. And he stopped in Los Angeles. Los Angeles, what could be? Oh no.
Who's in Los Angeles?
Who is in Los Angeles? Oh, that's right. Oh, I forgot. What's that place called again? The Anime Expo is going on in Los Angeles, so there might be some YouTubers there. Sadly, I won't be there. I wish I was there because 4 stars there. And knowing that this would really help with his storyline, I wish I was there now. I'm so mad at myself. I can't afford it, and I just... so mad at myself. But yeah, John, thank you so much. This was a really fun review. I will say your acting is still a little, it still needs work, in my humble opinion. But still, you got the point across, and I loved what you did there. Also, the Magsano guy. Okay, using a gun instead of a laser gun. How different is that? Kudos to you for that creativity. I will say there were some things in the show, in my show, that you kind of, I'm not gonna say messed up because that'd just be rude of me. But it's okay. It's not like something that I'll get so mad at or something. But overall, I enjoyed the review. If you guys want to watch this review, I'll leave a link in the description box below. I don't know why I'm facing over here because my computer But yeah, so if you guys want to watch the review in full, please follow the link in the description box to watch it. And if you guys want to catch up on my season 1 of Xandrew Adventures, I'll leave a link in that too. It's generous of him to actually leave a link for the playlist of that for season 2. Thank you so much. I hope that we get a chance to work together someday. And I hope that you continue forth with the reviewer initiative. I can't wait to see what you go with this story. And if you still need me in a way to get into the story somehow, even if it means that I can't physically be there, maybe I can blue screen myself in there, I don't know. If you need it, if I'm not needed for that one, it's totally fine. It's not the end of the world. But again, man, and I know that this was from like a popularity vote, and thank you for letting me be in one of the lists, and for the people who voted, thank you so much for voting. And just thank you so much. This was really fun, and I really hope that you continue onward being a good internet reviewer, and I hope to meet you up someday. One more thing, go to his YouTube channel, check out his stuff. If you're a fan of internet reviewers and internet popularity and stuff like that, look him up and get and see what you like and what you don't like. Subscribe to his channel, and just check him out. But that's undone. May God bless, and have a good day.